Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Natasha Turiki, and I would like to welcome you all to today's debate, the first QLS Pan-Hellenic Online Debate Festival. The motion for today's debate is "This House believes bullies are victims too." The teams participating in this debate are from Krasopoulou School in Drama and from Hatζηστεφάνου School in Ξάνθη. As usual, there are three speakers for the motion, Theodosia, Pavlos, and Sotiris, and three against, Maria, Lisa, and Angeliki. Today's debaters will not be answering questions at the end of the debate, nor will the motion be voted upon, as is the case normally. In fact, each speaker will be assessed by a panel of judges. These marks will be total to determine a final score for the team, which will provide us with the winners of the debate based on the team's performance. Each speaker will have up to 3 minutes in which to do his or her best to persuade the judges and the audience for or against the motion. The judges will be assessing the speakers as they present. I would like to ask the first speaker for the motion, Theodosia, to begin the debate. I will ring a bell when she has 1 minute left. Good luck to both teams. Let the debate begin.
This house believes that bullies are victims too. I'm going to focus on two factors that support this opinion. The factor number one is social causes. It is a real case that in most situations, students get the attention of parents and teachers when they do something bad. When they do something good, like taking good marks, being polite and having good manners, they don't get any recognition. Consequently, the students get the wrong message that by being good, you do not receive any reward. This is why they become bullies. They scare and make laugh of other students because it's the only way to receive any attention from teachers, parents, and peers. The factor number two is family issues. Families do not necessarily model nurturing and loving behavior. Instead of positive and compassionate behaviors to others are more likely to produce children who bully either within the family, home, or locations where the children interact with others. Additionally, a home environment that is prone to producing children that exhibit bullying behavior is one in which discipline and monitoring are inconsistent and or an extreme punitive atmosphere exists. For example, if parents hit has a bad behavior to their children, children as a result will bully the classmates or the other children, and they're hitting them, and also they make them feel that, and also they want to and they have yes, and they make them sad and not want to go to school or go outside because they make them feel like be very under from other children. Say them, for example, they are fat, they have a problem, and the bullies do that because they have from the home this behavior, because the parents are bad and they don't make them feel like they don't love them like the parents should do, and they should and as a result they have this behavior, this bad behavior that it is very communicate to our very yes, communicate to not communicate very useful It's a phenomenon that in our days it is big in our day nowadays, and yes, this, and also students have this bad behavior that.
Okay, thank you, Theodosia. Now it is the turn of Maria.
Yes. I don't think the bully needs more help than the victim. I don't think environmental experience is an excuse to be a bad person. In fact, it's a pet hate of mine when people try to excuse antisocial behavior with past experiences. The only excuse really is mental health illnesses where a person has little control over their actions and words. They make an informed choice to bully someone. Let's say I was beaten by my mother. Does that give me an excuse to beat my children? It certainly doesn't. I say they both need help, and yes, someone who is bullying needs help. I in no way make light of what is going on to the person being bullied. Based on what you said, the only excuse really is mental health illnesses, where a person has little control over their actions and words. Then it sounds like they need help. To the bottom line, if a person has been abused by his family and relatives, authorities are responsible to make sure that he or she is sent to a secure, free of fear environment. Thank you.
Thank you, Maria. Thank you, Maria. Now it is the turn of Sotiris.
Sorry, it's Pavlos.
Yes, excuse me for that. Sorry, Pavlos. Yes.
This house believes that bullies are victims too. I'm going to refer about two problems to discuss. One is reactive behavior. Maybe some children are getting bullied, and then they start to bully other children because they think it's good that, because maybe because they see people to do this thing, to bully other children, maybe they think it is the right thing. Start bullying other children to escape from the situation of being bullied. Another thing is cultural, personal history, where the kids get bad grades at school. They get bullied by other children who are better students than them. They experience injury and content by students and teachers as well. As a result, the child may choose to become a bully in his attempt to survive in his difficult situation or in his environment. Thank you.
Thank you, Pavlos. Now it's the turn of Lisa.
Lisa.
Hello, I'm Lisa. You're partly correct. Advertisement campaigns in TV certainly promote the strong and the powerful as role model, but to what extent this could be an excuse for aggressive behavior? Research has shown that bullies do tend to have a few things in common: immature social skills, lack of compassion and empathy, poor impulse control, watch more aggressive TV shows, and play more aggressive video games. Due to immature social skills, bullies tend to view threats where they're unknown and identify other kids as hostile when they're not. Advertisements and campaigns are promoting the idea that bullies truly feel bad about themselves. In one of the ads, for example, a girl denigrates others at school, then disparages herself while viewing her own image in a locker mirror. Generally speaking, that's not how bullies operate. If you assume bullies are aware of feeling bad about themselves, it may be ineffective and even a good thing. Attacking others actually enables bullies to be unaware of what they really feel. Thus, you probably won't find a bully battling the reflection in a mirror. Bullies lack this critical ability to connect with others, or at least it's not operating fully like it does in most people. Bullies can hurt other people without feeling the pain most of us feel when we knowingly hurt someone. That feeling is part of having empathy. Thank you.
Thank you, Lisa. There will now be a 5-minute break for the two teams to prepare their rebuttal.